Every Star Wars Vision episode ranked by a non-Star Wars fan. But Jerry, are you saying you hate Star Wars? So just being real, I did not grow up watching Star Wars. I think it was my uni roommate that finally got me to watch the original 3 right before the new trilogy came out. So go ahead and smash that like if you're awesome. I know some of you will definitely disagree with me, and definitely voice that down below, hopefully in a fun way. And a quick thank you to today's awesome sponsor, Private Internet Access. If you're like me, you're spending more time online than you do in your bed, which is why I do like to have this extra layer of protection around. Using a VPN allows you to stay anonymous online and prevents you from being tracked. Emphasis on private. On top of this, your data is never recorded or stored, which is especially important for your private fun times. Private Internet Access does work with all major streaming services. I use a VPN to access HBO Max, which is not yet available in Japan. If you're not in Japan, you could actually use it to access Netflix, which has practically every single anime airing weekly. No Netflix jail. And don't worry, this is available on all your devices. I actually use it on my MacBook while at a cafe, or on mobile for when you're on the go. Just go ahead and use my link below and you could get digital privacy for less than $3 a month, plus 2 months extra for free. If you do have any issues, they do have 24/7 live support. And in case you're not completely happy, they do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Coming in at number 9, Tatooine Rhapsody. This is being done by Studio Colorido. You know them recently for the Burn the Witch movie, although I think in the West they actually might be most famous for the McDonald's commercial. So right off the bat, one of the things that really stood out compared to all the other 9 were the character designs, really going for that chibi look. I did watch the Japanese version for all of these, but I'm sure if you watched the English dub, and you didn't know this was anime produced by a Japanese studio, this would really just look like a cartoon. One of the things I really liked from this episode was seeing this triple alien devil dude. Cause while watching Star Wars, noticing despite this taking place in space, it always really seems to focus on more humanoid characters. As to why I actually chose to rank this number 9, it really just has to do with this almost random construct. After watching this, it really felt like they wanted to do the Star Wars anime music video. They came up with this concept first, and then thought about everything else around it. As a quick standalone thing, I do think it works fine. But then when comparing all 9 of them, sorry, you're in last place. But who knows, maybe I'm the only one. Let me know where you rank this. Did you enjoy walking out to some Star Wars? Rank number 8, Akakiri. This one made by the studio Science Saru. You definitely know them from Devilman Crybaby, the controversial Japan Sinks, and one that needs to get a lot more attention, Ride Your Wave. One of the things that immediately stood out was this weird looking girl. I was actually not too big of a fan of the character designs for this one. Another downer for this was really just seeing the desert at the beginning. I was thinking another barren desert place. Thankfully, as they're traveling along, you do get some really gorgeous far shots. One of the standout scenes from this episode was really just seeing this immense rain. It was actually done pretty uniquely, looking extremely overbearing. And I don't know if it was just me, but it felt like there were entire scenes missing here. Like you weren't shown context to actually make you care about some of the stuff going on. The entire short actually felt like part of a flashback that you would get in this full anime season. If I could actually end this on a positive, it does have something notable with the Jedi guy, the good guy, not winning in the end. For me, I think this saved it from being dead last. So let me know where you rank this one below. Did you rate it higher or lower than me? Number 7. Toby by Science Saru. Right away, this animation style instantly stands out. The combination of the art style and the sound actually seems like this little kid anime that airs in the morning here in Japan. So let's call it like it is. Oh my god, did you just invent Star Wars Astro Boy? Unlike the other 8, one of the things that definitely stands out here is Goku voicing this kitty robot. Something I really like was the stylized backgrounds. It really just helped to give it its own identity. And I don't know, I think I noticed really late, but this professor dude missing arms. I guess this really just seems to be the Jedi way. One of the things I found really questionable at this episode was the actual Jedi fight. I mean, come on, you got some people complaining about Rey being overpowered. How about this little robot kid? I guess logic aside, the visual fight was pretty nice. Evil dude, you got whooped by a rookie. Embarrassing. Perhaps more than most, it actually felt like a short movie. Let me know what you thought about this one. Was it too little kid friendly? Rank number 6, The Village Bride. This one made by Kinema Citrus. You know them from Made in Abyss, Shield Hero, and it's not popular in the West, but is The Order of Rabbit. On top of this, shout out to the music being produced by Kevin Penkin, which is my first positive here. I really like the soundtrack. It really had its own identity, not sounding like the typical Star Wars stuff. For the character designs here for the people, to me they immediately seem like they were straight out of Disney's Atlantis movie. Another thing I really liked about this was seeing the very nice far shots and background scenes. It really gave you a sense of the planet. Oh yes, the hair screams very Japanese. And you got that little twist on the back. Although don't hate me, I saw her look and it made Ichigo pop into my head. I was really just curious, why is she wearing that Bane mask? One of the scenes that I thought was really well done was really just her slicing the hair off. Signaling change coming. Even more emphasized by losing the mask. And hopefully you caught that she was wearing the typical female fantasy footwear. For the enemy this episode, what is this guy? Fabulous Star Wars Vin Diesel? Ah yes, the banana flavored lightsaber. Gotta love the samurai stance. Was it not her Jedi powers or a combination, her flashing forward with that gear? Still, I do have to call out the Star Wars cliche, slicing off the hand. This whole short was simple, but I really like this one. I do think it displayed a good amount of world building showcase for the non-space psychic people. I really wouldn't mind this episode series following their adventures. I'm curious, did you enjoy this one as much as I did? Rank number 5, The Elder. This one being done by Trigger Studio. On top of this, the director for this worked on Gurren Lagann and Promare. Oh my god, I was like, did they already kill the black dude? Come on, Disney. And I'm sure you noticed it right away, the character designs. If you didn't actually tell me this was an anime produced by Trigger Studio, that would have not been my first guess. For some positives here, I do like that they pretty much landed on Japan Planet. Just a really good excuse to bring in some Japan stuff. And about the Black Apprentice getting cut down, I did actually notice that they didn't show you where he got caught. I was like, come on, are you censoring this? Look at those eyes. I was thinking hollow demon eyes? Oh yes, bust out the double lightsabers. Funny because if you're actually watching this in order, you've already seen this trick before, so it actually made it less special. One of the things I really liked though was them duking it out in the rain. Excellent touch. It was nice to see how this guy was clearly mad or just shocked. One of the things that left me a little confused was that Thunder Pikachu move. Is it fine to use that while raining? Also, I thought this guy said he wasn't a Sith. And then the standout pro gamer move moment. Way to go, Jedi. But still, one of the frustrating things was like, come on dude, double tap. Outside of the actual lightsaber fight, I found this kinda meh. It almost had this setup type of feel to it to a bigger story. So post below, where did you rank this one? Is it your favorite? Top 4, The Duel. This one made by Studio Kamikaze Doga. In the past, they have made that train wreck of a movie, Ninja Batman. But perhaps they're most famous for Pop Team Epic. Alright, so first off, the animation. This one really stands out being in black and white. They went for the stylized CG look that looks almost sketched. Just seeing this old school Japan mixed with stormtroopers and other Star Wars stuff, if you've seen it, you're definitely going to be thinking of Ninja Batman 2. Or just this mixture of samurai and tech. Really feels like Seven Samurai or even Escaflowne. So one of the things I really liked about this was seeing that red spinning lightsaber. That's right bitches, it's an umbrella version. And surprise, surprise, for the Jedi dude, not a Jedi. He's got a cherry flavored lightsaber too. For the actual fight, while I really did like them duking it out, was it just me or did it seem like it went by really too quickly? It almost felt like, oh, time limit reached. Sorry girl, you gotta die. Dialogue wise, it might as well have been silent. That might have actually been stronger as this quiet short. Just keep the sound effects and music. I got a feeling some of you will enjoy the fight more, but I actually like more what was revealed at the end. It really just got me thinking about the lore here. This guy has a lot of those rubies. He must have just been smashing pots on his free time. I think I got it. This is Samurai Champloo meets Star Wars. So let me know how much you enjoyed this one. Were you put off by the black and white? I've really been trying to stay in the dark, but I got a feeling that some of you may rank this as your number 1. Number 3, The Ninth Jedi. The anime studio on this one is Production IG. The director for this is actually the director for Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. What an amazing intro shot. Are you upside down? No, it's space, so it doesn't matter. Lightsaber, lightsaber, lightsaber. Could you just pop one out like Rey did? But seriously, I really did actually enjoy getting this glimpse at some Star Wars lore. Either way, I was really just over the moon with the world building here. So you need to build a stronger connection to the Force. And the color depends on the user. This is the first time I'm learning about this. Which really just got me wondering, why exactly are the lightsabers so special? Besides the obvious, of course you need them for action in movies. But is there anything else? But anyway, getting into this actually pretty awesome chase scene. Anime and chase scenes is like bread and butter. Not to mention, I really felt like there was a good one missing from the recent movies. This one was really just a treat. For the twist here, that's right, we're all cherry flavored, bitch. Could this actually be the most dark side users together at the same time? I did feel like the fights before this episode, this one being number 5, were over really quickly, or the majority of them was just them boringly swinging away. I'm sorry, but I felt this one was better than the duel episode. And get a look at this, actual death in Star Wars. Once again, you had another display of the Thunder Force. Is that really only a dark user power? I don't know where green falls into. This one really left me wanting more. They left it open to go save Papa. This very much feels like it could have been a setup to the new Star Wars trilogy. Sorry, Rey. Hello, Cara. I mean, she already has this established connection to the lightsaber and other Jedi stuff. Not to mention actually fighting to save her Papa. So what'd you think about this one? I really liked it. Do you think Cara could have made a better Rey? Number 2, the twins. I mean, Trigger and Star Wars? This is like a match made in heaven. So instantly, the Trigger style shines through. Is that a female Darth Vader? One of the things that was nice and done super quick was their flashback. Already a daunting backstory. With the white shot of the black suit, you have that big ass head, it's almost bug alien-like. On the flip side, her brother? Wah, he looks lame. Not that it matters, helmet off, this guy is straight out of Promare. You can't tell me that's not the main character. What was pretty awesome and just overpowered was using the Force to pull back that ship, which is right out of the recent trilogy. Alright, so getting into the sister Unmasked, I really liked her more unique design. Just quickly, I was trying to go down Trigger characters, and she didn't resemble a famous one. For something questionable, you do have this thing about the Force power seeing into the future? I have no clue, is this new? Oh yes, lightsaber whips. So kinky. So 6 lightsabers versus 1. Sorry, but by anime logic, you lose. I mean, just cut them off Kenpachi style. This final scene though, I really found it questionable. Don't get me wrong, the split ship looks awesome, right out of one of the recent movies. But going that fast with the lightsaber, even if you could do that, no way your sister survives that assault. I know, maybe I'm overthinking about this, but this just took me completely out of the scene. On the bright side, I do think this has some of the most fleshed out characters so far, for being shorts. I'm craving more, come on, expand this into a TV show or movie. Screw Rey and screw Mr. Simp. Definitely let me know how much you like this one. Was the final cut in half scene way too much, or did you love Trigger going all out? Logic be damned. At my number 1, I got a feeling I'm gonna be alone on this one, Lop and Ocho. This one by Geno Studio. They're most known for the Golden Kamuy. Kicking this off, a very nice opening with this Towel planet. Rather than Japan, I felt this was resembling more like General Asia or maybe even China, especially if you've seen some of those old Chinese movies. One of the things that I particularly loved was following this non-human lead. Oh yes, a bunny girl. Aw, but she's a slave girl, which admittedly screams a Sekai vibe. Another strong positive for this episode was the very nice establishing shots or just the far shots. You get so many sprinkled throughout this episode, which sometimes doesn't get enough credit. It really gives you a sense of the world. For the quick story here, you do have the Nobu saving this cute poor girl. If you watched enough anime, you're wondering, is this gonna be genuine? Bunjita, what does the scouter say about their power level? I really did like the bunny girl's glow up here, including her new clothing design. On top of this, props to the voice actress here. She really fleshed out this character. In case you thought she sounded familiar, she is Eri from My Hero Academia. One of the scenes that I just found really hardcore was actually using that blood makeup and just finishing her look by getting a fresh cut. Some more animation I love was really just on Lop. Look at that expression, look at that movement. They could have easily kept their fur still, but they went the extra mile. For a fun scene, look at her go with the umbrella. I mean, after having that huge ass fall, this just confirms it. Gravity is weird on this planet. So getting into it, hell yes, a spear user. Let the drama fight begin. Family versus family, sister versus sister. Really just made more artistic with the Sakura in the background. I like how Lop goes on about stopping her sister, but dude, that should have sent her into the afterlife. I don't care, I'ma say it, this whole fight was my favorite. This really is a great example of how other fights in these shorts may have been done visually or animated better, but then you add another layer with the sister versus sister, it really just elevates everything with the weight and stakes for both of the characters. My only complaint here was the credits. Aw, come on, give me more. Out of all of 9, this felt like a great intro to this 12 episode anime. So much to love here, the bunny girl really got fleshed out in such a short time. And hey, the Empire guys were really not the final threat here. All of this made it my number 1. So let me know, where do you rank this one? Did you also rate it as high as I did? Or do you think I'm insane for putting it at number 1? Go ahead and post your number 1 down below. Which of these episodes did you think was the best, and which one do you think was the worst? For a bonus question, which short do you think should be expanded to a full series? I'ma cheat with 3. I want to see more of the twins, the 9th Jedi, And naturally the one with the bunny girl. I'm so invested in this juicy story. It might be a hot take, but who cares, I'ma say it. I enjoyed these much more than the last 3 movies. But anyway, here's the fun bonus. Forget the story, which episode do you think had the best lightsaber fight? Definitely let me know that down below, I will be reading and liking. If you did enjoy this, smash that like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my non-spoiler review on the new SAO Progressive movie. I got to see it almost 2 months early, and I'll see you guys later.